Hey guys, it's your girl T, and I wanted to come on here and do a video about the whole Amber Rose and Wiz Khalifa situation. Everybody and their mama have been asking me what are my opinions on this entire situation. So if you guys remember, back on September 22nd, I had posted on my Facebook page that I was just as shocked as everybody else was when Amber Rose took to Twitter and took to TMZ to announce that she was divorcing Wiz Khalifa and that she was fighting for full custody of their son Sebastian. So when this news came out, everybody was in shock. Folks were really upset. I too was kind of upset because I really do like Amber Rose and Wiz Khalifa together. I really thought they were in love. I thought they made a good couple. You know, they had been dating for a while, then she got pregnant, then they got married. And I was happy to see two people getting married in hip hop and trying to make it work. So when this divorce came out, I was like, damn, Gina, not Amber Rose and damn Wiz Khalifa. It's like, who the hell is next? First Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey broke up. Now Amber Rose and Wiz Khalifa. Then Jordan Sparks and Jason Derulo. Now the Neelys on the Food Network. And then yesterday, Randy Jackson's wife is filing for divorce as well. So I'm like, what the hell is going on in Hollywood? Why is everybody breaking up? Who do we have to look up to? If you guys all get divorced and break up, then we have nobody to look up to in the real world. Good God. You guys have to stay together because, you know, that's just how it works. Once you're famous, you're not allowed to get divorced or separate or none of that shit. No, just let me stop. Okay, so anyways, I mean, the net went nuts, okay? Folks were going crazy. And a few days before Amber Rose announced her divorce from Wiz, Nick Cannon had came out and stated he was going to be managing Amber Rose's career because she's trying to be a rapper, a singer, whatever. So he's supposed to be managing her career. So a lot of folks on Twitter put two and two together, and they said that Amber Rose is obviously smashing Nick Cannon, and that's why they got a divorce. Nick Cannon is the cause of the divorce. And when I tell y'all, within about 20 damn minutes, Nick Cannon, Amber Rose, and Wiz Khalifa were the top 3 trending topics on Twitter. Folks were attacking Nick Cannon, cussing him out. Folks were going off on Amber Rose, calling her a whore, dragging her, you know, and Wiz Khalifa was the innocent victim in all of this. So people like really took this personally. Folks were going hard for Wiz Khalifa. When I tell y'all, Taylor Gang went hard for Wiz. Taylor Gang was going off on Amber Rose. Folks was going on her Instagram page trashing her. And I'm just sitting here reading all this bullshit on my timeline and just sipping tea. So go ahead and check out all these comments, all these memes, what folks had to say about the entire situation. I will come back with the rest of my commentary. comments and everything else, and as you guys can see, people were really upset. Folks were really pissed off. People were taking it to heart like it was their parents going through a divorce. Like they were Sebastian, they were speaking on behalf of Sebastian. And it's like, you know what, I'm gonna need y'all to calm down. These are not y'all's parents. These are just two celebrities, you know what I'm saying? People go through their issues, people break up, you know, things happen. But anyways, so after it was announced that she was filing for divorce and filing for full custody, Wiz Khalifa came back, and as of 2 days ago, he announced that he is trying to fight for joint custody of their son Sebastian. He's like, it's not fair that she should get full custody. And I agree. I think that there should be a joint custody. He seems to be a good father, even though he's high all the time. But, you know, who's to say that he's not a good father and he shouldn't get joint custody? So then as of yesterday, it was being reported that Amber Rose is ready to cash out. Wiz Khalifa signed a prenup, and basically that if they were to get a divorce, Amber Rose would walk away with a cool $1 million and $5,000 a month in spousal support, and that's not including child support. So Amber Rose basically walks off with a pretty penny. Now let's remember, when Kanye West initially found her, she was a stripper in some strip club in Philly, and at that point in time she was a lesbian. You know, funny how people are lesbians one moment, but then as soon as they meet ballers and entertainers, all of a sudden they're straight as a bird. So anyway, she was a lesbian back then, and she was dating some lesbian black girl, and they were so in love. But then Kanye came into the picture, and all of a sudden, you know, she wanted to be with Kanye. So she was with Kanye, and that's when folks started spotting her, really liking her style and her bald head. And then her and Kanye were together for a while. Then Kanye cheated on her with Kim Kardashian, and we all know how that went. And then she ended up going with Wiz Khalifa. So we all feel bad for Amber. We're like, you know, that's messed up that Kim basically broke her happy home. And so we were happy when we saw Amber Rose get with Wiz. They seemed like a really cool couple, even though, you know, body types, they didn't match, but they seemed like they had a lot of love for each other. While folks were jumping to conclusion, while folks were blaming Nick Cannon and saying that Nick and Amber were the ones who ruined this marriage, Nick Cannon has spoken out to TMZ, and he's saying that he did not sleep with Amber Rose, that he's strictly managing her, and that he has nothing to do with her divorce. He's going through his own divorce right now with Mariah Carey. And it was also announced today that Wiz Khalifa finally admitted that he moved out of the house about a week and a half ago, before Amber Rose filed for divorce. So he moved out of the house because he was cheating on her, and Amber Rose came to his new house and caught him in bed with another woman, okay? So while folks were jumping to conclusion and attacking Nick and calling her a whore, Amber did not cheat on Wiz, and she took to Twitter to defend herself and say that she did not cheat on Wiz. Here go her tweets right there. And now Wiz is coming out and saying, you know what, I have moved on, I moved out the house, so I didn't cheat on her either, I just moved into another relationship, even though his divorce wasn't final, nobody had filed for divorce. You know, this whole situation to me is just sad. And the saddest part about everything is that there's an innocent baby in the mix of all this, baby Bash with his little cute chubby self, you know, and I just think that it's sad because it's like people are so infatuated, and we're so quick to jump into other people's businesses and think that we know everything that's going on. At the end of the day, neither me nor you were in their relationship. Nobody really knows what went down. You know, that's between Amber Rose and That's between Amber Rose and Wiz Khalifa. I almost said Nick Cannon. The only two people who know what went down in their marriage were those two people. So I thought it was just really childish that a lot of people jumped to conclusions, that people were sending Nick Cannon, you know, death threats and cussing him out. And it's like, it's not that serious. I don't understand why people on social media take things so personally. You know, it's okay to be sad. It's okay to feel bad, because I know for me, you know, going through my divorce, it's very difficult. Because when you get married, you plan on spending the rest of your life with that person. So divorce is very hard. And I feel bad for anybody who has to go through a divorce, you know, and especially being a celebrity, being in the public eye, that makes it 10 times as worse, because everybody has something to say, you know, and most of the time it's usually negative as opposed to positive, you know. So in my personal opinion, I feel bad for Amber. You know, I feel bad that she's being attacked and being told that she's a whore and she's a gold digger, you know, and I feel bad for Wiz, because it seemed like they really did care about each other. I mean, I followed them on Twitter, and it seemed like they were really in love, but I'm just to the point where I really think that a lot of this stuff is almost for like Hollywood. It's a facade, because it's like, I don't understand why none of these relationships are lasting after a year. It's like before the baby came, everything was good. They was, you know, kicking it, you know, whatever. Then she had the baby and everything was good. But then you get married and within a year the marriage is over. You know, so it's just really, really crazy, and it's kind of sad that all these relationships in Hollywood are literally dissolving right before our eyes. You know, Nick Cannon, Mariah, like I said, Jason Derulo, Jordan Sparks, you know, so the whole situation is just really, really unfortunate. But at the end of the day, we got to just sit back and watch how everything plays out. I do feel like Wiz should be allowed joint custody. You know, if he's a good father, allow him to be a good father. You know, I don't think that she should just get full custody of the child. I think that they should share custody. But, you know, if it's meant for them to be divorced and go their separate ways, then let them do that, and let's give them that moment to grieve in silence and, you know, just take time for themselves. I don't think that people should really be attacking them on Twitter or making fun of Wiz and saying that he's stupid and ha, that's what you get for wiping up a stripper, or you need to go get a DNA test because that boy don't look nothing like you. I think people on social media can be just very, very cruel and very, very nasty. I think people should just kind of give them their privacy and their respect and not go about attacking them on Instagram and on Twitter, because at the end of the day, that was their marriage. This is going to be their divorce. It shouldn't really be affecting you that much in your day-to-day life that you have to go and attack them because they're not together anymore. You know, I don't think their union made or break Taylor gang. So anyways, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire crazy situation concerning our favorite hip-hop couple, Amber Rose and Wiz Khalifa. What do you think about their divorce? And then how do you feel about how people responded on Twitter and Instagram and folks who took it so personally and even went out their way to attack Nick Cannon when he had nothing to do with this situation? So let me know your thoughts. All right, deuces.